Hello and welcome. Before we get started, I would like to clarify some organizational points so this session with Lorrie will go smoothly for you and for everyone. Please make sure your screen is showing this slide on briefing. Make sure you have your earbuds or your headphones on. For all questions, please click the hand on the control panel and type your question into the chat box at the bottom of the control panel. All questions will be kept until the Q&A session at the end. When sending messages in the chat box, please send to the organizer only. If you have a technical problem, please type it into the chat box and we'll try and sort you out as quickly as we possibly can. I'm going to give you a few moments to get yourselves ready and then we'll begin. Hello and welcome to the Aromatherapy Certification Program with the Lorrie Hargis International School of Aromatherapy. You're all very welcome today to today's webinar. Lorrie Hargis is an internationally recognized registered aromatherapist, iridologist, and is also a certified flower essence practitioner, kinesiologist, and has researched and developed skincare, perfumery, and cosmetics for a world-renowned French company. She has taught all over the world, in America, Europe, and Asia. Lorrie is currently based in France, which teaches chemistry master students at the University of Montpellier. She lives on an organic farm where lavender, thyme, and rosemary are grown, harvested, and distilled for essential oils and hydrosols. With Lorrie, you will gain practical knowledge from her inspirational method of teaching and learn from her personal experiences accumulated over the last 29 years in the natural health field. Empower yourself and others through her unique, safe, and humanistic approach to the beneficial effects of aromatherapy. Lorrie, are you online?
Yes, I am, and thank you so much, Ruth, for the introduction. I greatly appreciate it. Ruth is broadcasting from Ireland, and Bonnie is here with me today. She just got back from Italy, and Sue has just left because we have been working hard. And so I want you to here's our team. Meet the Lorrie Hargis International School of Aromatherapy team. I'm so very happy to introduce to you, these people are behind the scenes, giving you the best possible information for this certification program, your journey towards improving personal health and well-being for you, your family, your friends, and to build a successful aromatherapy business. Ruth is the marketing manager, Bonnie is product manager, and Sue is curriculum manager and academic support. The Lorrie Hargis International School of Aromatherapy mission statement. The educational mission statement is to prepare the student to become a caring, responsible, knowledgeable aromatherapist with the skills necessary to be a productive professional. We will prepare the students of today to compete in the rapidly changing workplace of tomorrow and to develop each student's positive image by encouraging respect for themselves, others, and the environment as they pursue their individual life goals. So this is our mission of the Lorrie Hargis International School of Aromatherapy. Are you one of the 6 types of people ready to become an aromatherapist? So I want you guys to think about this, where you are, and as I ask each one of them, find out where you are in your aromatherapy journey, because we are going to be offering something that we haven't offered before. And that's why we're so glad that you're here. We've been working diligently after looking at your Q&A questions. We realized that we can offer something even bigger and better for you. So we're really happy that you are on this call today at this webinar with us. So you want to find out more about using essential oils safely for yourself and to benefit friends and family. You already have an aromatherapy practice and want to take it to the next level. Number 3, you are a practitioner or you have a natural health business and you want your clients to benefit from including essential oils in your practice. Number 4, you want to become an aromatherapist or an aromatherapy consultant and help others to attain well-being. You want to become an informed practitioner and extend how to use essential oils with family and friends. You love animals and would love to help them through the use and using naturally through the safe and effective use of essential oils. You know, a lot of people put a lot of chemicals on their animals with flea powders, all kinds of flea things, tick things, and there's a way you can do this with essential oils. So if you're an animal lover, we've got lots in store for you, especially if you get to our clinical aromatherapy part. But let's wait till we get there, huh? So stay tuned. I am so excited because from the Q&A, we've realized that we now can offer, we have an aromatherapy program for everyone. Level 1, Certified Level 1 Aromatherapist. Level 2, Certified Aromatherapy Professional. And Level 3, Certified Clinical Aromatherapist. The NAHA has just come out with new rules, and so we now have 3 levels in our program. And this just happened, and so we're so excited to be able to offer this to you. How will the aromatherapy program benefit you? As a graduated certified aromatherapist, you can consult with clients while increasing your income. Build your own aromatherapy business. Use essential oils for your personal growth. Now, you know, this is something that you can do at home. You can have your friends, your family come, and you can start consulting with them, learning to do client skills, and asking for something in return for that. So you can start building your income while you're doing this. Start growing your business if that's what you want to do, or if you just want to use this to help your family and friends. Use essential oils for personal growth. As we know, essential oils work on us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So we are going to have personal growth when we're using them. And we can develop ourselves, improve ourselves by using essential oils. Help yourself, family, and friends to better well-being. If you have someone in your family who has a cold or a flu, or they've hurt themselves, you can have essential oils right there in your kit, ready to go, and you can use them, especially when you've taken this course, this program. And we have different programs, but each program you are going to learn blending, and you're going to learn how to use all the different applications. So this is really important that you get signed up. Integrate essential oils into your existing practice. If you're already a naturopathic doctor, if you are a massage therapist, a chiropractor, if you are a skin expert, if you're an esthetician, a hairdresser, you can integrate essential oils into your existing practice. Create your own beauty treatments so your face can be more beautiful. I have so much experience in this and teaching you how to make beauty treatments. I have 11 and a half years of making organic skincare products. And then we go there, formulate for skin care, health and skincare product lines. I've developed this for other companies, so it's something that you could develop too. And if that's something you want to do, create your own animal care products. If you want to do your own retail store, online stores, teach others how to use essential oils safely and effectively. You can teach. You can write. There's all kinds of things. Bloggers, there's all kinds of natural health magazines that are looking for people to write, and there's also aromatherapy journals that are looking for people to do research if you just like research. And these are things that you can do from your home desk at home. You don't have to have a special office to do that. In fact, I, for years, have only worked in my home. And I had a retail area one time, and I did better when I was working at home. I had more clients. So we all have our energy and the way things work for us. And aromatherapy allows us to grow and develop in whatever direction we want to go. So here we go. I'm so excited to offer you this. We have level 1 certified aromatherapist. And it is 11, you have only 11 study modules, you have 5 case studies, you have 1 final exam, and you have 52 self-study hours. Now, this is fully supported by me and my team with coaching calls and webinars, which are 12 hours. And we have a really great price for you. This is a introduction price, which is $997, or a payment plan of $457 plus 3 payments of $200. And then we have our special bonuses. So we're really happy that we're able to offer you something that is in sections, or you can do it all at once. It just depends on how you want to do it. But now we've got more choices for you. So here are your bonuses too if you do level 1. You have an individual assessment with me, which is $300 is what I charge. Individual essential oil blend, $50, and a welcome group coaching call, which is worth $150. You'll have 20% off our live event, which is usually $175, and you'll have it for $145. You'll have 10% off on level 2 aromatherapy, which will give you a discount of $130. So your bonuses are $660. So really you are getting a level 1 program for over $1,600 for only $997. So this is super. You are really going to have a great experience, and we'll go through all the things that you will be learning here. And we have our level 2 certified aromatherapy professional. Now with this one, you have 10 more study modules, and you have 5 more additional case studies and a research paper and a final exam. Now this certified aromatherapy professional level 2 allows you to sit for the ARC exam, and so we are preparing for that if that's something you want to do. And that way you can become a registered aromatherapist like me. You have 150 self-study hours. You're fully supported by me and my team and I, with coaching calls and webinars. That means you get a coaching call no matter what level you're in. You get a coaching call every single week when your new module comes out. There's no other program that does that. Plus, we're giving you webinars. And this one is $1,300, payment plan $500 plus 5 payments of $200. Now, you have special bonuses with this. Now, this program, say for example that you want to do level 1 and level 2, then you're going to put those two things together, and I believe that's $2,297, something like that. So if you already have prerequisites that you can use, we'll have to have a discovery session together, and we'll see if you can go into level 2. That will be an application that you will have to fill out to be in level 2 with prerequisites. If you want to go clear to, if you have level 1 and level 2, you have to add those two things together, and you will then have $2,297, something like that, or $2,397. Okay, so that way you know how much level 2 is if you take it all off in one chunk, or if you want to do it in separate modules. You do level 1 first, and then you would add level 2 after you're done with that. And now we're going to go to our bonuses for level 2. Level 2 certified aromatherapy special bonuses. Individual assessment with me, individual essential oil blend with me, 1 individual coaching call. That's another coaching call there that you will get, and that will be with my curriculum manager for your research paper and case studies. Welcome group coaching call, $175, and the live event, you will get that for free. Plus, you're going to have 10% discount on the next level aromatherapy, which is $100. So your total bonuses are $1,075. So that is really a super thing to be able to have, because you're going to get all this bonuses plus all the other great information that I'm going to be giving you, that you are going to really learn how to be an aromatherapist. This is really important that you understand that with this, when you do level 1 and level 2, and you do them both together, or you have the prerequisites before level 2, then you can sit for the ARC exam and you are a certified aromatherapist. Our next level is for the very serious person who wants to be a certified aromatherapist, and this is level number 3. Now, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be putting your aromatherapy into practice, and you are going to be learning how to make skincare, animal care, there'll be elderly care, women's health, children's care, and you'll also learn how to use flower essences for emotional support. You will have blending in practice with live classroom activities. You'll have to do 10 additional case studies, and you'll have your final exam. Now, this is fully supported by my team and I with coaching calls and webinars. You'll also have your free event, which will be the $175, and you'll have your $1,000. This will cost $1,000, or a payment plan of $500 plus 3 payments of $200. So we have 3 different levels here, and now let me get to your bonuses for level 3. Level 3, you have individual assessment with me. I think it's so important, if you're going to be an aromatherapist, that you understand how it is to have an aromatherapy consultation. This way, I understand who you are, and this program will help you better to improve your health and improve your well-being as well. So that way it'll be easier for you to get through the program. It's not a hard program because it's all divided up, or you can do it all in one thing. But we want you to be the best possible person that you can be for this program. And by having an assessment with me and then making a blend for you, you're going to feel better. You also have 2 individual coaching calls, and one is with me and one is with Sue for curriculum for your case studies. You have your free live event, which is $175, and you have your free welcome group coaching call that is worth $150. Also, when you become a certified aromatherapist, you will receive 1 ml of organic rose essential oil worth $50. Now, there's not a lot of organic rose around, so fortunately I have a good source and I can get this. So this is very special, and it's a gift from my heart to yours. The total bonuses is $1,325. So Ruth, what she will be doing is, at the end of here, if you're interested in any of these different programs and different levels, Ruth will send you a link. Just send her a message via the chat box, and she will send you the link to get yourself signed up. Now, what is included if you do the full aromatherapy program, a certification program? That means you go from level 1 to level 3 completely. You have fully resourced and supported program enabling you to become a certified clinical aromatherapist. You have 20 course modules with videos and practical activities. Full guidance and support for case studies and research paper assignments, online student reading and reference library, online student forum, weekly coaching calls with me, and also you will be meeting with your fellow students. Now, every single program has weekly group coaching calls. Every single program has an online forum. And everybody's going to get an individual coaching call with me, no matter if you're in level 1, level 2, or level 3. However, you're only going to get an individual academic coaching call with Sue to help with assignments if you are in level 2 or level 3, excuse me. Your free live event, that is, you can do it live streaming or attend live. That is for level 2 and level 3 for free. Otherwise, you get a discount, 20%. You have full technical support, And there's no other program like this. We are the only program that is giving weekly coaching calls. We're the only program that is giving you an assessment, and we're making you a blend. We are really the only group that does an exclusive bonus of academic coaching. So in other groups, you have to pay for that. So we want you to know which ones that we want you to know that we are the only program that's offering all this live support for you on a weekly basis. And we're offering full technical support. Plus, we have our own online reference library. That means you go into that library, you can find information about how to do your case studies, look at other case studies, and also you can look at information to make your research paper if you are in level 2. So let's go here. Now, we're going to get to our questions here in a second. But let's have an overview of our aromatherapy certification program module overview. So everybody gets in level 1, level 2, and level 3, 45 essential oil profiles plus 20 more and how they work. Normally in level 1, you only get 20 to 25. That's the requirements, but we're going way over that because we want you to really know your stuff. History of essential oils, quality assurance, how to select an essential oil, plant species of essential oils, botany, safety, contraindications, distillation, essential oils and their chemical families, carriers and excipients, anatomy, essential oil applications, external and internal, how to create blends, business skills, legal and ethical, integrating essential oils into other health modalities, how to do the case study and research assignments, the exam and how to pass it, and clinical aromatherapy in practice. So let's get to the next slide. What amount of time will be needed to participate in the program? You know, this depends on your own personal circumstances. The content, as we see it, is 5 to 6 hours per week. Now, each person is an individual and they all have different circumstances. So, you know, people have things come up, so you might get backtracked, but that's okay because we're reminding you all the time that, you know, this module's coming up, this exam's coming up, and we're there to support and help you. So don't worry, it's about 5 to 6 hours per week. That's what our estimation. So we want you to look here. Module number 1 will be 45 essential oil profiles and 20 more and how they work. All levels are at this, which is awesome. No other aromatherapy certification program does this or gives this. Now, we have assignments and your registered aromatherapist examination. Full support revision techniques. Because we have Sue on our team, and Sue is a university lecturer, she makes this so simple and so easy. She breaks everything down for you if you want to be a level 2 or level 3 aromatherapist. She prepares you for the registered aromatherapy examination, how to research and write the assignments. So it's all broken down, very simple. She has worked with ADD, dyslexia, that was her forte, and she taught teachers how to teach children with these kinds of learning challenges. And so if you have anything like that, we have Sue on our staff who can help you through that and help make everything much easier. Course required reading materials. Now, you have my book, A Practical Guide to Aromatherapy. That is one of the materials that you'll have to have. And then the anatomy coloring book. Now, the anatomy coloring book will not be required for level 1. It's only for level 2 and level 3. So you know that. Online library, recommended reading. We have a full library with everything that you could possibly need to make your research papers, and do your assignments and your case studies. So we're there. We have information for you that you have access to at any time. An essential oil kit will be available. We suggest that if you are using your own essential oils, if you can use organic essential oils, that would be awesome. However, we will have just a small kit of 2 ml essential oil bottles. If, say, for example, you're working with a company that only doesn't offer all the oils that we're studying, then we will have a little kit there available, and we will send you out, once you sign up, we'll send you out the cost of what that will be for that. Otherwise, you can use your own essential oils that you have at home. Here is a certificate. This is a sample of a certificate, but at each level you will receive a certificate. So certificate number 1 will say Certified Aromatherapist Level 1. Number 2 will say Certified Aromatherapy Professional. Number 3 certificate will say Certified Clinical Aromatherapist. Now, for each time you can't receive your certificate until you have done your case studies. Those have to be turned in to me, and then you'll take your exam. And then we will have, at the end of it, we will have a graduation too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. How will the aromatherapy program benefit you? As a graduated certified aromatherapist, you can learn client consultation skills and increase your income, grow your own aromatherapy business, understand how to use essential oils safely and effectively, use essential oils to enhance your life and well-being, help family, friends, and clients to better well-being, offer the benefits of essential oils in your existing health, offer the benefits of essential oils in your existing health practice, develop your own beauty treatments and skincare using essential oils, develop your own animal care products, teach others how to use essential oils safely and effectively, and contribute to the world of aromatherapy. Join an aromatherapy organization and contribute to their journals and health magazines. So you can see there are so many different things that you can do as an aromatherapist. Now, opportunities as you graduate as a graduated certified aromatherapist. After graduating, many of our students go on to further study master modules in aromatherapy, build and develop a career as a certified or registered aromatherapist after successfully completing the RA exam. Join an existing healthcare practice as an aromatherapist. Use essential oils to create body care products for professional and personal use, and use essential oils safely and therapeutically for yourself, for others, and self-care for others. So here, I think, do we have Diane on? Okay, so Diane is one of our aromatherapy students, and Diane's been studying with me now for about 18, she has studied with me for 18 years. And Diane also, when I had Jardin de la Terre from 1998 to 2005, Diane was one of my teachers. She taught my aromatherapy certification classes. So we're going to put Diane on. Diane, are you here? Can you hear me? Bonnie's going to unmute her. Bonnie, can you unmute her? Okay. Are you there, Diane? She's there, but we're not, I don't hear her. Are you there, Diane? Because I can't go into my chat box. It'll knock my slide off. Darn it. So while we're waiting for Diane to get on, if she's able to get on, like I said before, I met Diane in like 1999, I believe it was. And Diane took my certification class then, and then she took my class to become a teacher for me. So she became a certified teacher for Jardin de la Terre, which was my company at that time. And so she continued to teach because in 2002 I had Zoe, so Diane taught for me the next couple years because I was here in France and had a small baby. So she was doing that, and now Diane is in our aromatherapy program because she wants to become a registered aromatherapist. So she's brushing up on her information by taking this class, so you can see. And she has a very successful practice as a aromatherapist, also as a kinesiologist. And so she has used aromatherapy in all of her programs, Diane has. And she has really, it's built her business, and she's been able to charge people more for her consultations because she has like the icing on the cake, you know. She's not only offering them nutritional programs and herbs and vitamins to support their body. It's like the gas in the gas tank, right? Well, essential oils are like the spark plug. They ignite your programs. They make your programs better, and this is what Diane's been able to do. Plus, Diane really uses a lot of Chinese herbs, and this is something that we have a master's module on after you become a certified aromatherapist, is how to use Chinese herbs with essential oils. So we know that when you have when you teach people how to eat good foods and they are taking supplements, they are going to build their body. Like I said, that's going to be the gas in the gas tank. But you also have to have that spark, don't you? You've got to have that spark plug. And essential oils do that. They ignite all the other existing health practices, whether it's massage, it's chiropractic, whatever it is, they are going to ignite that. Now, the one thing I want to say here too is that we are also looking at aromatherapy from the emotional standpoint, because essential oils really work on every aspect of us, and there's not very many other therapies that do that, you know. And they also, it's a pleasant and pleasurable therapy. Besides massage therapy, there's not a lot of other ones that really are. So we want to be able to use aromatherapy on a regular basis because, you know, without that, you can't, people are going to not be as apt to use things. If it's pleasurable and they enjoy it, they're going to come back for more essential oil blends. That's just the way it is. They're going to say, hey, I'm feeling better, but now I want to work on this. So as an aromatherapist, you are going to have a better result. You're going to have your clients come back quicker because they're going to really enjoy this form of therapy. Now, I'd like to say that to encourage everybody too for the new class, Diane has a problem, and she just sent a message via the chat box that she can't get the sound to come up. She said she really likes our class setup, and she encourages everyone to take the course because this is a membership site where you can just click into it, and the module, we send out the module, it comes to you, you get an email, it pops up, and then the next week we've got a conference call. We have our coaching call where you go over the module with you. So we're making sure that everything is working for you and that you understand everything. Okay, so that's what Diane just told me, that she can't get on. So what core support will you receive? You are going to be receiving group coaching calls and Q&A for each module. 2 individual coaching calls, that's 1 from me and that's 1 from Sue. This is if you are in the full program. Group Facebook forum to share with others. This is really wonderful because we do group chats, and we have course support and feedback for homework assignments. Assignment support for research paper and case studies. Like I said, we've got one of the best lecturers from London who is helping you all with that. Okay, so Diane's going to get on here. Let me see if I can unmute her without knocking off. Is she unmuted? Okay, Diane, are you there? I don't know, can you see her? When I unmute, see, it throws the whole PowerPoint off. I can't touch that. I'm sorry, you guys, but that hit that there. My computer, when I hit the screen to the control panel, then it knocks off the PowerPoint program. It's something strange. I apologize that got knocked off for you. But for some reason, now Diane, she's unmuted. I've unmuted her, but we have no sound from Diane. So I'm so sorry, Diane. I'll continue and we'll go through the Q&A and see what we can do. Okay? Because if I click that, I'm going to knock all the stuff off. Bonnie, can you unmute her? Can you mute? Oh, she's muted herself. Okay, now Bonnie's going to unmute her again. Okay, now Diane, can we hear you? Is your sound turned off on your computer? Okay, we're going to go ahead to the next slide. So here is an example of a balm blend that we made last week. And this balm blend is 1 teaspoon of, this is like in Module 12. This would be something we would teach you how to do in Module 12. And it's 1 teaspoon aloe vera gel, 5 teaspoons of like a salve, and I have a salve formulation inside my book, or you can purchase a salve, an organic salve to use, 2 drops of geranium. And the reason we're using geranium is because geranium helps heal the skin. So if you have chapped lips, this is great for that. 3 drops of lavender because it's anti-inflammatory and it helps heal the skin, and a 1 ounce container. So what you do is you take the salve and you take the aloe vera gel and you put it in a glass bowl and you mix it well. Then you add your essential oils and you blend thoroughly. And you place them in a 1 ounce container, and then you can apply it to your lips when dry. Now, contraindications do not use in pregnancy. Well, what I'm going to do is I will be throwing off, I'm sure, because I'm going to hit this here. I'm going to throw off this PowerPoint program, and I'm going to show you something here that I do. It's called an app. I'm going to show my thing. Yeah, sure enough, it did. It always does. Sorry, guys. It's just the way it is here in Domaine de Castellou in the south of France. So hello, everybody. Can you see me? Nope, it's not come up yet. Bonnie's saying, no, I'm not up yet. Okay, now I am. Sorry, it's just we have such a slow connection. So here is the blend that we made last week. This is a balm. I'll show you here. We made this balm. Can you guys see it? The balm? All right, so here's the balm that we made last week. And it's really nice and soft. And, you know, you just apply it to your lips there, and it's for chapped lips, okay? Now, the thing is we can all make all the blends we want to make. But if we want to follow the international rules, the international standards, which as a developer of organic skincare, and in France we don't say skincare, we say cosmetics. That's why I have a tendency to say that. What happens is there are regulations that you have to follow. And a lot of aromatherapists don't know this. I mean, they don't follow these rules. And because I have this experience, I have a calculator that you guys will be able, only you will be offered to be able to have this. It's a special thing only for my students. No one else gets this. And it's where this calculator tells you the maximum percentage that you can use from baby wipes to perfume, okay? And so I'm going to show you a page here of another formulation I made for a clay pack here of a calculation here. And I don't know, Bonnie, can they see that? A little bit. Okay, so it says E for calculator. And what it is it gives you the exact percentage that, say, for example, you have this blend here for this lip balm, but maybe you want to use that same blend in a facial cream or a hand cream, okay? And when you have a hand cream, you can do this, use this, and it says maybe you only use, like here, a very small percentage, which this here is less. Let me see, we've got 3, it's about 1% in that formulation. But maybe in a hand cream, you can use 3% of the formulation of geranium and lavender. You can use more because it's for the hands. Maybe you want to use this formulation of geranium and lavender in a candle. And maybe you can use as much essential oil you want in it. But what it will do is it gives you the category. Can they see the category there? It gives you the category and it gives you the percentage that you can use in each one of those categories. And you have another separate page that tells you what each one of those categories is. So this is something that we do as formulators when we are working professionally. And it's something that you will be able to have. So when you make formulations for your clients, you know it's going to be safe. It's going to tell you the allergens also in the product, if the product has allergens. It's also going to tell you the phototoxicity. And so this is really great to be able to have. Okay? So I highly suggest, if you want to really work with people, level 2 and level 3. That's where we're going to be using this a lot. Now, if you have free aromatherapy discovery session for you, this is an opportunity to find out more with me, have an individual call with me. Ruth is putting the link in the chat box for it, so that way you can click and have your own discovery session with me. And that's where you can find out really where you're at in your aromatherapy journey and which level fits you best. Okay? Oh, it's Diane. Diane, are you there now?
Am I
Okay,
here?
yes. Okay,
No,
Diane.
no
Yes, we
way.
can hear you. Yes, you're there.
Oh, I have my computer guy here, and he's been under my desk and wiring and rewiring, and it worked. Oh my
Oh, thank goodness.
God.
So yeah,
And
if you could tell everybody a little bit about your aromatherapy journey.
I heard it sounded pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize all the things you've done, huh?
No, it's exhausting. But now, honestly, to be, very, very truthful, I really wanted to say this, that, it has been a long time that I've been studying aromatherapy. I thought I had the best education back in 2000 when I went to France, and I'm not tired of studying. I'm never tired of being fascinated how great aromatherapy works along with my business, along with everybody's health, my health. It's such a catalyst to the herbs and vitamins. And this course that I took and that I will be doing my refresher is, it blew me out of the water. It was, and you will not find such great clinical safe information. And I've looked. It's great. It's a good course. I encourage everybody, and I love how you have the different types of certifications. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Diane. That's great. And Diane, could you tell them how you've really helped yourself with essential oils? Explain to them your story. Kind of give them your story about your back and what
Wow.
you've done.
Wow. Try to make it as quick as possible, but they think the medical community believes that might have gotten Lyme's when I was very young, maybe between 10 and 12 years old. I've always suffered with pain. I've always told my parents, man, I got headaches, my back hurts, everything hurt. But it was kind of like, either clean your room or go out and play. So the mentality was, you're okay, just keep going. But I would have never been diagnosed with anything because that was a long time ago, because I'm not 30. And so what happened was, I was in a car accident when I was in or before I was 20, early 20s. And I had an x-ray done because I had whiplash. And I remember the doctor saying, you have an amazing amount of arthritis in your neck for a person your age. I didn't really know much. I just said, what's that mean? And I remember seeing the x-ray, and there was white growing around every one of my vertebrae in my neck. down to my shoulders.
Mhm.
And he goes, that's arthritis. And he goes, you shouldn't have that much at that age. Um, and then basically, I asked what to do. He said, keep coming to him and take aspirin and, keep moving. So I did. But I've always been interested in alternative. We had moved to Vermont. I learned gardening, organic gardening. Making a more long story short, or if I can, my son, I have a multi-handicapped son, and he has Williams syndrome, and my health was deteriorating, and I did actually get infected again with Lyme's about 13 years ago. I had 2 bullseyes on my leg, and that kind of sent me into a severe crisis. And I had already established Energy Unlimited and was really, really doing well with my business. I was able to raise my children medication free. We're all thriving. But that was quite a big crisis for me because it just threw me on the floor. I was crawling on my hands and knees. The
Mhm.
end, yeah, the end result was that I had I'm head to toe osteoarthritis degenerative aggressive. Every vertebrae has this degenerating arthritis. I have spondylosis. And at that moment in time, I had 8 bulging and 8 herniated discs. So the pain was incredible. And I never gave up on my oils. I went to medical. I came up with some really good pain blends, especially with the helichrysum and enzymes and high doses of herbs and vitamins. I chose not to go on methotrexate and Oxycontin. And if I did 13 years ago, I wouldn't be here talking to you. So,
Mhm.
is it still with me? Absolutely. And do I still use my oils for pain relief? Absolutely. So,
Mhm.
you have to, I believe, um, that these germs are super germs, and we always have to stay ahead of them because they are getting stronger and stronger.
Mhm.
And I just went boating and fishing and paddleboarding yesterday. So life is good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Diane, because I know that, you have been through a lot and you've helped your son with essential oils and all your clients. You have a thriving business with essential oils and your health, and you show it. I mean, no one would ever know that you have this osteoarthritis and all these and Lyme disease because you're moving every day, you're doing your work, you're playing, you're paddle boarding, you're still having a lot of fun in your life because you have done all this and you've stayed on top of it. And essential oils have been like the icing on the cake, I think, for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking out of your time today to be with us. And lots of love to you.
Lots of love to you. And I look forward to my review class.
Yes, I do too.
Take
Okay.
care,
Thank you,
everyone.
Diane.
Okay.
Bonnie, can you mute her? Because I can't. Thanks. All right, so you can see that this has been a big opportunity for Diane as well as it's been a big opportunity for me because I've improved my health so much. And as you guys know, my son stopped stuttering because of lavender essential oil, 10 drops in the bath. We've had other really great results with essential oils. I'd like to tell you a little story about my mother recently this summer. Um, she was uh, just getting ready. She'd had a shoulder replacement last October, and so with that we used helichrysum and lavender and Ravensara to get her through all of that. And she was off pain medication in 3 days, and in 10 days she was up, moving around really well, doing great. So now, because she's continued doing her physical therapy and she also eats well and takes her nutritional support products and then uses essential oils, she now is doing backstroke with a shoulder replacement, and the doctors are really surprised. She's 76 years old, and this is really phenomenal. But I'll tell you a quick little story about what happened with us when I was there this summer. So she's walking down the steps and she misses the last step on the patio, and she's coming down to get in the swimming pool with me. So she falls, and when she falls on her right side and she falls on her knee. And this knee has been something that she injured a long time ago in snowmobiling when I was a teenager. So I said, Mom, do you want me to take you in the class, or would you prefer that we put you in the bath, not the bath, excuse me, the swimming pool? And she said, oh, I put me in the swimming pool. So I did that, ran in the house, and I asked my dad to put on his bathing suit. And he goes, oh, no, she fell. And I'm like, yeah, but I said, just be cool with her, you know, don't be upset. He's like, okay. So I grabbed helichrysum and lavender, and I grabbed Distress Remedy. And what happened was I go into automatic mode with essential oils when we have an emergency because they work so fast. When you take a pill in your mouth, it doesn't work as fast, does it? You have to digest it unless you're using liquid herbal tinctures. Then you can have a faster result. But essential oils and flower essences just work like that. So what we did was he got behind her, said on the first step, we put her on the second step. And you know, if you have those noodles that you buy that, you know, we sit on in the swimming pool. So she had about 6 of these noodles. So I put 2 noodles underneath her knees, and I put 2 noodles underneath her ankle. So she had a swollen knee, a scratched up knee, and she had a sprained ankle. And my mother uses helichrysum and lavender all the time, so I know that without a patch skin test, she's going to be fine. So I put lavender and helichrysum directly on all those areas, on the ankle, on the knee, and then I also grabbed ice packs, and I put the ice packs on her right in the swimming pool, okay? And I put them on her ankle, and I put them on her knee, because we know we've got to get the inflammation down. Then I put my hand, my left hand, on top of her knee and my right hand on top of her ankle. And I had her start breathing, because anytime we have an injury like that, and especially as we get older, it's harder for us to rebound, and we have a tendency to hold that kind of accident or injury in our body. We don't want to let it go. And so she was having a hard time taking deep breaths. So I just kept saying, Mom, take deep breaths. Come on now, take deep breaths. And she did. She started taking deep breaths, started relaxing, letting it go. And as she did that, I could feel the knee and the ankle releasing. So about every 10 minutes, I reapplied the oils, and then I went and got more ice packs, because they keep ice packs all the time because of her shoulder injury that she'd had. So there's ice packs in the freezer all the time. So I put that on her, and she started relaxing and letting go. And 3 to 4 days later, we kept continuing doing this. She was able to walk on her foot. The bruising was going away. And by the time I left, which was at 7 days, she was fine. She was doing her housework, doing her laundry, doing all the normal things that she does, and she was back in the swimming pool with us. Now, so you can see what you can do when you know how to use them, how you can go into automatic mode and get help for anybody, family, friends, or a stranger. And I'll tell you a quick story about that real fast, because we've got lots of questions here. And Ruth's saying, Lorrie, you got to get on it, okay? She's sending me the message here. So what we're going to do is, I'll tell you one quick story here. Is we had an accident that was by our house one time. We had a canal. We were farming there in Bakersfield, California, and there's the Friant Canal, which is the huge canal in California. And this guy arrives at my house with this woman, and she had went through she had went off the road into the canal. He had seen it, and you know how it is when we have adrenaline and we need to help somebody. He dove in the water and got her out of that Friant Canal. Well, she had glass all over her body because she went through the windshield of her car, and she'd fallen asleep at the wheel. So he put her in his car, and our house was the closest house, and he brought her there to our house. And I went, and my husband arrived. We got blankets. We laid it down, got her out of the car, put her on the blankets, put blankets on top of her, and he called 911. And in between that, what I did is I put Rescue Remedy on my hands, or Distress Remedy, whichever one you have on hand. And I put lavender on my hands, and I didn't touch her body, but I just went over her energy field with it. Because, you know, we can work with energy too, right? We all have an energy field. That's been proven by many scientists now. Valerie Hunt was one of them who proved the energy field. She was a scientist at UCLA. And so I put put this over her, and she woke up and she said, "Where am I? What's happened?" We explained to her. We were able to get the information from her about who to call, a family member. And then the ambulance came and took her. And then the guy was gone. I never saw him again. I don't even know how he left, how he got there, or how he left. I saw his car, but I never saw him really leave. So we always said he was an angel for her. So, you know, you can use essential oils and not even use them directly on the body with flower essences, and you can have a very quick result, okay? She was able to come to and be in her body, and that's what we wanted to do, so that way she could talk to us and tell us, you know, who we could contact and get her feeling better. So this just goes to show you how you can use essential oils in emergency situations. So let's go here. Reserve your course place today. Now, discover how aromatherapy can benefit you. Reserve your individual aromatherapy session with me. Click the Set More link in the chat box to choose an appointment time and make your reservation. Ruth has sent that link. Get that in there and make your reservation with me. There's timings that I have available. I have timing available tomorrow on Wednesday that you will see in my schedule. So if you want to do something on Wednesday with me, you need to get there and do that. It's very important. Let's go through these questions now really quick, because they're great questions and I want to answer them for you. But make sure you get this done here so that we can talk about where you fit in each one of these different levels that we have, okay? And level 2 and level 3, remember, is an application. We want to make sure that you fit that. Level 1 is for anybody. Now, here we go to the Q&A. Is there a certificate for each? This is Indira's question. And Indira asked this: is there a certificate for each program? Yes, there is. You receive a certificate for each program. How long is each program? Now, write this down if you have a pen and paper. Level 1 is 3 months. It is from September to December, okay? Level 2 is, now, if you just start, if you say you want to do level 2 from level 1 to level 2, that is 6.5 months long. If you're going to do level 1 and the next year you're going to come back and do level 2, then it is 3.5 months long. How long is level 3? Level 3 is 9 months to 1 year. And if you only do level 3 by itself, it is 6 months, 3 to 6 months, depending on how fast you get your case studies done. And we also have all the webinars and all the live streaming and hands-on work to do, okay? So you have to see then. Each one has an exam. Yes, it does have an exam. For state licensing, that is something that you have to see with your state, because each state in the United States is different. And the thing is registered aromatherapist is with the ARC. So that's the Registered Aromatherapy Council. And that has been developed, that's for the whole United States, and also it is in Taiwan, it's in China, it's in Europe. You can take the test there. But you all have to see how each country and each state sees the licensing for aromatherapy, okay? So thank you, Indira, for those questions. I really appreciate it. Can I take, here is from Shirley, can I take each class with space between them? Yes, you can. If you want to do level 1 starting in September, and level 1 will start September 14th. That's why you need to get signed up now. Level 1 starts September 14th, and that one you can do level 1 and then say you don't want to do level 2 till the next year in 2018 when it's offered again, okay? You can do level 2 in 2018. So yes, you can do them all separately if you want. When do they start? Level 1 will begin September 14th, and let me grab my paper here for the other ones. It'll be January when level 2 starts, and it will be the beginning of April when level 3 starts. So make sure you write this down. Level 1 is September 14th. January is when that will start for level 2. April is when it will start for, yeah, that's right, April will start. In fact, I think level 2 will start a little bit earlier than that, but I have to say, I'm sure it's January, okay? Because my paper's not right here in front of me. All right, so let's see here. Then we have the thing about Diane, and then what are those other ones? We had questions from our group in our Q&A. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Bonnie. And then we remember, stay on, because we have our winner for the people who filled out the Q&A. It says, do we have so if you are, how important is to be certified in aromatherapy? It's important to be certified because you want to be able to know the safety of all the essential oils. You want to make sure that you are giving the correct amount of essential oils for each different kind of profile of client, from a baby to elderly to an adult. You want to make sure that you are doing the correct thing. Anybody can say, oh, I can make you this and I can make you that, but it doesn't mean it's going to work. It's going to be effective. It doesn't mean it's safe. By being a certified aromatherapist, you are saying, I took the time, to be an aromatherapist. I did this so that way I can do the best possible job for you as my client. That's what's important. I was told years ago, and it was two older women who were mentors of mine, and one was a school teacher and the other one also was a meditation teacher. And they always told me, get the best education that you can. And it happened to me every single time. When I became an iridologist, I worked with Dr. Bernard Jensen. When I did flower essences, I worked with the Flower Essence Society, Patricia and Richard. When I did herbalism and nutritional counseling and muscle testing, it was and I had also iridology with Dr. Jack Richardson. When I did aromatherapy, I was able to do it with Victoria Edwards, and I was able to come here in France and do it with Dr. Patrick Colin and Dr. Mick Mosif. So I have had some of the finest teachers, and I think that that's very important that you get every kind of certification and education that you can if you want that. If you have the passion for that, it's really important because we need to do the best possible job that we can. And that's what I've try to do, is do the best possible thing I could do for my clients and for myself, to help myself, to make myself better too, because as I learned, my health improved. Okay, how long does it take to get the certification and how much does it cost? We discussed that in the slides. When do your classes start in 2018? I said January, right? It starts, there's the level 2 starts in 2018 and level 3 starts in 2018. And then in September of 2018, level 1 will start again. Will there be any discounts at your U.S. seminars? Right now, we're giving this discounts if you are in these different groups, and we'll see when we get there to that. Our next seminar will be emotional healing, and that will be October 22nd. How much is the total investment with other supplies needed? For example, books. We have $18.95 for my book, and I believe the anatomy coloring book you can get for $11.95. So there you've got $30. And with essential oils, it's probably around $200. Let me see. How much of the chemistry is covered? In the level 1, you will learn the chemical families. In level 2, you will learn the chemical families, and you will learn all the essential oils that belong in those families and all the contraindications. Plus, you will learn you'll learn chemicals and what is an alcohol, for example. And you will learn then some different chemical constituents where you can recognize an alcohol and essential oil. Okay, you can say that's an alcohol because it ends with this. This is an ester because it ends with this. So you will have all these clues of how to recognize an alcohol, how to recognize a ester, how to recognize an ether, all right? And then you'll learn what they do and how they benefit you, and how then by knowing the chemistry, how you can make better blends too. What is the next one here? Level 1 will then be again offered in September of 2018. Let me see here. Do you have, let me go right here. Okay, so this is one. I think this is a good question. It says, do you receive criticism from other aromatherapists when they discover that you have worked for Nature Sunshine? And how do you handle that? Well, it's very interesting. Yes, I've worked for Nature Sunshine as a consultant, as a presenter, as a webinar presenter, and it shouldn't cause any other aromatherapists a problem, because there's other aromatherapists that have worked for them too, as you guys saw in the convention, not this year, but the year before, in 2016. Mindy Green, who's a registered aromatherapist, did a presentation, and that's all perfectly fine between us aromatherapists, because once you become an aromatherapist, you could have a chance to be a consultant for another company, couldn't you? And we're all in this business, so we get offers. I get people who telephone me and say, Lorrie, I need a consultant and I want to develop this line of products, or I'd like you to blog for us, or whatever. And that way I can pick and choose what I want to do too, because I can say, well, if you're not off, because I don't work with anybody who doesn't guarantee that the essential oils don't have pesticides in them. All right, that's just point blank. And I've had people ask me in the last year to work for them, and I haven't done it because of that. So each aromatherapist has their own way of handling their business, but for me, that's the first criteria. And it's not a problem, because we're all in this business together, aren't we? And there's enough for everybody else. So I think that's a very good question. And so also another question was, do you have a program where you can get licensed as a certified aromatherapist? I do not have that now, and we won't have that for a while. The only thing that we will do with herbs will be teaching you how to use herbs with essential oils, how to mix them, how to make different kinds of products with that. But we probably won't have a certification. That is not what my job is. I know how to use herbs because I've been doing it for now almost 30 years, but that's not what we will be doing. So where do I get the best formulations and ingredients to make them? Well, this is a good question, because formulations is when you start using this calculator, right? When you start using this calculator and you start making formulations, you're going to know really how to make formulations, aren't you? Because they're going to be safe ones. They're going to be the standards, the international standards. You're going to need them. So that answers that question. And ingredients to make them. We are going to be offering you ingredients, people that we know that are good with different things, so that way you know who to go to. All right? So that's the answers to those questions. And so let's go here. Does anybody else have any questions on the thing yet? Because we still have these questions from our Q&A. How can we get essential oil recipes mentioned in your post? This is where you can attend our Common Sense community group. We have, I believe, Shirley, are you on here? Is Shirley on? Oh, so Bonnie said that something blacked out on her. So probably this is going to go down my thing here, but Ruth is surely on. Because Bonnie's, we have, you know, we're out here in the south of France, and as soon as I click this, it will knock me off. All right, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put my picture up here, and we're going to go see here. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Are you there, Shirley? No? I can't hear you. I don't know why. Maybe it's our connection because we're so far out here. It's really difficult with our connection. I apologize, you guys, but it's the way it is, you know. Our closest village is 200 people, and France Telecom doesn't really care if we have this much connection or that much connection. So I apologize for that, but it looks like Shirley can't get on again. So I don't know. I don't know. It's the Jersey girls, huh? So you can be in our Common Sense community to get more formulations because I'm getting 6 formulations per month. And those formulations, we have a theme each month. This month is antiviral month. Next month, it is for children. And last month, we had back to school. And then in November, we will be doing how to make gifts with essential oils. So for your gift giving. And then in December, we will teach you how to do a webinar for your business. So each month it's different. Last year we had emotional detoxing for January. The year before we did detox, we did mindfulness. So each month is we have different things. So that is our Common Sense community. So if you want to do that, you can join that for $1 and you have a free, and that reminds us, you get a free week, right, for $1. It's a trial. But because we had a lot of people, as you see here, we had lots of people that sent us, that did our Q&A. And so now we are going to pick, I'm going to let Bonnie pick. So Bonnie's going to pick someone's name out of the bowl here to see who gets to win the 1-week subscription to the Common Sense community who filled out our questionnaire. And it is Jackie Jackson. So Jackie Jackson, you won the free 1 week to the Common Sense community. Congratulations. So there we have that. That's our winner. We'll be posting it on Facebook, Bonnie will be, and we'll get that out to her as soon as possible. And we'll be sending our membership person, Raven, she will be putting her in. Okay? So I want to thank all of you guys for being here today. Now make sure that you got that link for the Set More link, and that way we can discuss these 3 different levels and where you're at. Now remember, level 1 is for anybody. It's for anybody. All of our programs, if you start at level 1 and then you want to go to level 2, you can just go through all of it, or you can just start at level 1, and then if you want to do it, then the next year you can, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. You guys, I'm terribly sorry about that. It's not September 2018. We will have another program that will start January for level 1. And I have it here. This is what Bonnie just put that Ruth said to me, okay? So we're going to have 2 programs starting. We'll have level 1 September. We will also have level 2 that will start in January, and another level 1 will start in January. We'll have level 3 that will start in April, and we'll have another level 2 that will start in April, and it will just be a continuous cycle like that. Okay, so you'll have 2 levels of level 1 in this next 6 months, and you'll have level 2s and level 3s. So we're just going to be continually working 365 days of the year, which is great because I love my work. So this is wonderful. The more I can share about essential oils, the better. So I want to thank all of you for being here with us today. I really appreciate it. Does anybody have any final questions? Raise your hand, do you? No, it's all good. Okay, so we will see you very soon, and we're going to be sending out some more formulations for you to have. Make sure that we have your email, and make sure you get signed up for that appointment, your discovery session. And don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir.